Alright, what's up guys and welcome back to another episode of trying to reach the top 1000 in Down the Classic. Today we're back on Piccabeen Bay. I am trying to look for an albino banteng or water buffalo, but we're starting off with a rusa deer out there. Now this one is not too big in general, but still definitely nice to get them. I usually just hunt along the river, which means there's a mainly banteng as well as water buffalo, so getting these bucks every now and then is definitely not bad at all. So yeah, I hope you enjoy and have fun. And here is that Rusa deer. Now, it went down pretty fast. As you can see, there really wasn't much of a track, even though it was only shoulder blade. 109 is definitely not a good score though, so definitely looking to maybe improve upon that. And yeah, got another Rusa deer out there, just another smallish looking buck. And as you probably saw and realized, we're using the 7M break action again. And there's actually another one running away back there, or I guess you're a little bit on the right, so pulled out the gun, scoped in, and actually did hit it up there on the hill. So yeah, you saw it go into that injured animation, so definitely gonna go grab both of them really fast. And yeah, this first Wusa deer is pretty much the exact same size as the last one, 110, 21 GM, not bad, but let's hope the second one is better. Second one, about the same size as the first two here, as well as the about the same weight, 117, a little bit better. But so far, definitely nothing that's really worth putting in the lodge or even mentioning. Got the first water buffalo here. This one is not bad at all, 210 to 290 square estimate. So, there's definitely potential for it to be pretty decent. We're looking for a 270 or higher for the trophy lodge. I think my current personal best is somewhere in the 260s, so anything higher than that would also not be bad at all. However, this one is going to be scored 256, which is definitely a good score. I mean, 91 gem is, pretty impressive. But overall, nothing too great. Still decided to take a trophy shot here because, always gotta look for a thumbnail. And I think these water buffalo with their big horns just always look pretty beautiful. And I am obviously looking for an albino banteng or water buffalo, so I am running down the river here, which means most of the animals will be water buffalo here at the start, and we got another male one up there. Couldn't quite get the score estimate because I was scared it would, just keep walking and I'd lose it, but definitely not bad, I think. And yep, looking at it, I mean, not the biggest horns here, decent thickness to them, and decent weight as well, so definitely going to score bad, which is, 227, definitely a decent score, nothing too crazy though, but still definitely happy to get that. Got a gray water buffalo out there in the water, and I do have to say every time I see these I am I get a little shock here and my heart starts pumping because I think it's an albino, but then I realize this is not nearly bright enough or white enough for it to be albino, and it always just turns out to be a gray. Had to run all the way around this lake because it decided to just swim across or float across the other side. But still not a bad buffalo here at all, 195, which is definitely on the smaller side of things, but they're definitely decent gem as well here at 57, and I just kinda like how the grey ones look, so not bad at all. Still out here in the swampy lake area, and we got this buffalo standing out there. I kinda spooked it early with my shot, so I was just gonna take this one here a little bit further away, 170 to 250. So not the greatest score estimate, but still potential for it to be pretty good. And yep, all the way over here looking at it, it's definitely not bad. It should definitely be towards the higher end of that score estimate. And it turned out to be 229, so definitely not bad at all. Again, pretty similar size to the last one, but 76 gem is definitely nothing to scoff at. Got the first Banteng out there, it's just running away here. Took my shot and it thankfully insta-dropped, didn't have to track it through the swampy area, and there's definitely a bunch of good Banteng coming up, so do watch out for those. The first Banteng here is sadly just a female, but as I said, there's definitely a bunch of good ones coming up, and I just wanted to, break the buffalo streak here. Came over here to the Banteng Bay in hopes of, finding some decent Banteng. But all we found was this decent sized travel hog up to 900, so not gonna be a monster or anything, but nice to get them while we're here. And yep, just came over here to maybe find a few banteng on my way back up the river, and just ended up getting this feral hog, 711, so way close to the bottom side of that score estimate, so that's kind of unfortunate, but still not bad to get. Got another Rusa deer standing in front of us here. This one again pretty much the same size as the last two ones. It did spot us here, still don't have the score estimate unlocked for them on the spotting, so definitely still working on that. I am pretty much spotting all of them, and I do try to, shoot most of them. Obviously not all. I can't shoot all of them because there are simply a lot of times too many females. Pretty much the exact highest point of the weight estimate, but still pretty small scores, but I really haven't had any luck whatsoever with these guys. And back to the water buffalo, we got this pretty good looking one out there, 210 to 290, so definitely not a bad estimate at all, as well as those horns are looking mighty fine. So I do hope this one's going to be scoring towards the higher end of that score estimate, with a little luck, but definitely going to track it down. And here it is, just along this riverbank here, and it does look pretty good and a decent weight as well here. So the hope was there, but just another 251. And which I said, the 250s, they're pretty good. They give a bunch of gem and they're not a bad score, but they're just not what we're looking for here. Got a decent sized sandbirdie out there, definitely looking pretty good. Now I do not have level 3 or 5 unlocked for them, so this is pretty much just a guessing game for how good it looks, and it does look pretty decent. We are looking for something about the 200, 210 here to start getting up there in the trophy lodge. And it does definitely look pretty nice, these antlers on it, and quite heavy this deer, but unfortunately just below the 200 score here we're looking for. 87 gem is not bad, and obviously score of 197 not bad. I debated for a second if I might take a trophy shot, but decided against it because it just did not hit the 200. Got this charging buffalo here, 190 to 275, so there is potential for it to be pretty decent. It does have pretty good sized horns, but unfortunately enough the actual size of them, or like of the horns, is pretty small. Got this female one that's just running away. Took a few shots at it because I was honestly not sure how good the first bullet hit. And a little spoiler, it was a body shot, the first one, second was lungs, so it did get that. And the score right here is not bad, 202, but definitely not that good. Starting with the first of many decent Banteng, went for a little spot here to get the level up. And we're looking for a 160s or higher for the leaderboard. Now technically you would get on there with a 156, however I already have one, so I would like to get at least a 160s, so definitely looking out for that. And this guy right here definitely has pretty decent sized horn, so there is the chance for it to make the 160, pretty good weight as well, but just barely misses out on the 160 here with a 151, which is not bad at all. As I said, 156 is top 100, but just not there. Banteng number 2, this one just spooked, so I tried to sneak in a shot over there, lost it for a second, but I did actually manage to hit a pretty good shot there, drop shot. It was just below this little ridge here in the water, so I did not see it, and it just kind of started running when I came up here. But yeah, this one too has actually pretty decent horns, not as good of a weight, but 136 is definitely smaller. I mean, you could tell it wasn't as big as the 150 there, but still, not too bad. Got this Banteng just chilling up there through the brush, or these, trees. All of it, that's the only, I guess downside you could say to these higher graphic settings I've been using now recently. It's just, there's a lot more brush you need to try your best to see through. And this one's just kinda sitting weirdly here on this tree. I'm not sure what happened there, but a pretty decent weight here at 752 kilograms and a 149, so that's not a bad score at all here. It didn't quite hit the 150s as, one of the last ones, but still not bad. Got another feral hog standing down there, and female water buffalo, and I think a roosa deer. But it just spotted us, so I took my shot, and I do have to say, while there are in fact feral hogs, pretty much all over this map here, I rarely shoot them or even see them here. That's probably mostly because I use the rifles here, so they do spook it a lot. They're not like the buffaloes, you can just run up to them. But not a bad score here at 834, so not bad. And got another Banteng out there. Now there's a bunch of sandbird deer standing around. Or roosa deer? Actually, I'm not sure. I think that's roosa deer now looking back at it again here on this clip. But, obviously those were all female, so I did decide to just take that pretty good looking Banteng. And it definitely does have pretty good sized horns and a decent weight. And at 153, so the best Banteng so far of the hunt, as well as, the ending of this hunt. So yeah, we'll be going to the launcher and taking a look at the amount of score we've gained overall. So we're going to today's episode on rank 2312, which means we gained 18 ranks, as well as a hunter score of 22,291, which means we gained 97 score. And we do actually have a nice gem of 40,000 up there, pretty clean actually, not that much over it, which means we're getting pretty close to that Texas trophy lodge I'm looking for. So yeah, thank you for watching, I'll see you next time, and bye bye.